Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Set to kick off. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson set to get started. Matthew Wright gets it underway. And off we go from Orchard Park. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Cut!
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. He'll drop to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Matthew Wright on for the field goal. A 22-yard
Wright's kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Start on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Room to run at the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. First down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We are through one. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. His way down inside the 40. Clark there to get him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a run on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Pistol here for Herbert. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll give on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Left side, he's got the Njoku. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
The 14-yard line.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dolphins. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. To the ground, a 1st down run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
16 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Right back to Jeudy. He's got it again. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Ethan Evans.
So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Jennings. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Here's a designed run. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Bills will tie this game up here late in the first half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down, Miami.
The motion man is Nakua. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Now right to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Herbert. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for Bill. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. He'll go right back to Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 more yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his big tight end. Set out Laporta. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have got to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. Toss left side, caught by his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Now a handoff, running right. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And the Bills are going to take over just shy of midfield.
The Bills take over.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 39. Here's second down and 6. Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Miami.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Down the right sideline. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him. The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 20, here's second down and 9. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. The Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's taken in. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. It's first down, and they'll run. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game. Here's second and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He was taken down.
Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And throw left is complete with Judy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for Bills. First down.
On first down, Herbert. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Second down, they need 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
On play action. Now Herbert. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
He'll let one go down the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. At this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just get so much space, so much green grass, that the offense finds a way to move down the field quickly regardless? So just continue to mix up coverages, but do not let them throw the ball over your head.
Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. For a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Bills, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's into space past the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
Herbert now on 1st down. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Sly now for the point out. He knocks it through. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 17.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.